Hey homegirls, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I am going to be using these ordinary everyday items, pool noodles, wrapping paper, and cellophane wrap to create something super cool for my front door. It's really easy to do. Anyone can do this, and I personally think it's just so whimsical and fun for Christmas. Start by taking your pool noodles and a knife and a cutting board and cut them 8 inches long. Now you can honestly do this any size you want, but I found 8 inches was the perfect size for it to be able to be seen from the street and make it look like giant candies on my front door. So once you've got those all cut, you're just going to take some hot glue, wrap up your pool noodles, and then put a little bit more to seal in place. And then at the end, you're just going to push in that wrapping paper into the hole, and it stays in there perfectly without having to use any extra hot glue. Once you've got it all wrapped, you can take your cellophane wrap and you can pull it open and cut the size that you need. Now a tip with this is that you want to make sure it's long enough to hang over the ends so that you can have it look like a plastic wrapping around a candy. So simply just cut the size that you need, put some more hot glue, and then roll it, and then cut off what you don't need, and then hot glue that into place. Then you're going to take some twine and you are going to just tie up the ends. I found it easier when I took it and twisted it a little bit first and then tied it versus trying to just tie the knot. The twine kept wanting to slip and move out of place. Once you've got those all done, you can move on to any kind of wrapping paper that you want. But I also wanted to show that if you don't have the wrapping paper colors you want on hand and you want something specific, you can also use napkins. This is another super cheap, affordable thing, and all of these supplies came from the Dollar Tree. Now before I can decorate my front porch, I really needed to tidy it up. We have had a ton of wind and a cold front that came through, so all of the leaves have fallen. And while we've gotten most of them out of our front yard, we still have them all up at the front porch, and so I just needed to clean it up and pull out all of the old fall decorations. I started by taking the corn stalks off of our porch, and after that I went ahead and took off the wreath and all the other items. Today there's a playlist for all the other women playing along with this front porch challenge to decorate their space for Christmas. Make sure you go down below and check it out. There are going to be so many fun ideas to inspire you to have the cutest house on the block. It was super cold this day, and I actually have a pretty bad cold right now that went into my ear, and so I was actually freezing outside trying to move really quick while I did all this stuff. But thankfully once I started raking the leaves, I warmed up a little bit just from doing that work and moving around more in the yard. Please leave this video a thumbs up. It really helps out this video and my channel. And don't forget to click the subscribe button if you are new here to my channel. So once I had it all swept, I took the existing mat that I had and this new mat that I picked up from Home Goods. I just thought they were so cute layered on top of each other. And then I also put up the snowman wreath that I made for a DIY video a couple weeks ago. If you've missed my DIY videos and you are interested in a ton more, I have a playlist that is linked down below that is packed full of ideas, and I also show how I made that snowman wreath on my front door. Once I got the wreath on, I took one of these 15-foot garlands that you can pick up from the Dollar Tree. They look so skimpy, and I think a lot of people pass over them, but can I convince you, homegirls, that this is one of the best things to use when you're trying to layer and build things around your door frame. These little thin garlands work so great to wrap ribbon around, just like I'm doing here. So I have 4 hooks in my door frame, 2 at the top and then 2 at the middle where the doorknobs are on both sides. That way so I can hook things onto it throughout different seasons. So you just simply take the ribbon that you want. I'm going with a more neutral ribbon first since the candies have so many bright colors. And then I'm just spiraling it around and hot gluing it on the back side. Now it gets pretty windy here in the winter time, so I'm using the hot glue to really keep things in place, and it'll stay pretty for the next several months while we're going into the cold season where we start to get snow. Now I decided to do it in 3 different sections. I did the sides and then I move up to the top. And this is just in case something were to come loose, you don't lose all of it and it all comes uncoiled. I just feel like from past experiences, this is the best way to be able to keep your ribbon lasting long and looking really pretty on your front porch. Once you've got those all wrapped around that garland on your base, you're then ready to move on to the next really fun part, which is the part I just adore. I started with the bottom base first, where I glued them onto the garland and the ribbon, and then I started layering them and building them up. So the more of these pool noodles that you cut, the better it's going to look, and really thick and just pretty on your front door. I used 3 pool noodles, and I felt like that was sufficient for my door, but if you want to add even more, you can do even more. Then I decided at the top 2 corners, the right and the left, I wanted to add in a big oversized bow. I picked up this ribbon and the neutral ribbon that you're seeing there at Joann's when they have all of their holiday clearance sales. This red and white ribbon was only $3 for this huge roll, and there are tons and tons of feet or yards on it. So I was able to make these 2 big beautiful bows, and I just think it just completes the look so much. So here it all is, just so fun and whimsical, and I love that it's bright and colorful just like my front door. I am so grateful to have this house and to be able to do these fun things. We lived in apartments for years, and so being able to do this is just such a treat. And I just love how much my kids enjoy whenever I do these kind of things for them, especially when I do them when they're not home and they come home from school and they see it. Leave a comment down below to let me know if you like decorating your front porch for the Christmas season, or if you are more of a only decorate inside your house. I am so grateful for everyone who always plays along. Thanks for being a friend, and until the next episode, bye homegirls!